Welcome to Marketing 494 Experience Marketing. I'm Jack Shabrowski, Professor of Marketing here at UNLV, and this is a short talk on the basic notion of the experience marketing class and what experience marketing is really all about. Joe Pine and Jim Gilmore, in their book, The Experience Economy, and in their work since they wrote that book, now 30 years ago, believed then and still believe today that the future of business is in the experiences sold to customers. One of the things that they believe and I believe is that we are really no longer in the service economy. We are now transitioning into the experience economy. Now, that doesn't mean that services aren't important, but more and more good service is expected, and people want more than good service. They really want a positive experience when they interact with a organization that is trying to market something to them. Over the next week, why don't you just do this? Write down how many times you hear the term experience. You will be shocked at how many times the term is used. For example, we often hear and use the term the Fremont Street experience, the East Fremont experience, the Las Vegas Strip experience, the online experience, the NASCAR experience, and of course, remember the Las Vegas ads, what happens here stays here, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And in fact, companies now have something called CXOs, Chief Experience Officers. A Chief Experience Officer is an executive in the C-suite, that is the executive suites, who ensures positive interactions with the organization's customers. The CXO typically reports to the Chief Executive Officer, the Chief Operating Officer, or the Chief Marketing Officer. Here's the problem. Everyone likes to talk about and market their experience, but they have no idea what that means, and almost no one can explain what an experience is. One of the very first things we're going to do in this class is clear that up and discuss then how to design, build, and manage experiences, and of course, how to market those experiences. Here's an example from just last Sunday's paper. At the bottom, you'll note here that on the front page of the Review Journal is an article about sports venues. And of course, the title is Total Game Changer. The subheadline is Sporting Venues Likely to Offer Different Experience Upon Return. And that certainly is true, but how do you offer a different experience? And how do you market and manage that experience? What is that experience? Now, if you've ever been to a Golden Knights game, they do a wonderful job of creating an atmosphere and an experience in that arena. They really do understand how to create that experience. Of course, that experience is going to be much more positive when you win. The trick is to make that experience so valuable and so enjoyable that people go to the games even if you don't win. That is part of the challenge of experiences for sports teams. After you take this class, you'll be able to identify and create engaging experiences. Put simply, you are selling experiences when you are selling the time spent interacting with the company or the product itself. Does Starbucks sell coffee? Well, technically the answer to that is yes, but they really sell the Starbucks coffee experience. While the coffee is good, many people like the experience of going to a Starbucks and maybe hanging out at a Starbucks. My daughter is a regular Starbucks customer living in Westwood in Los Angeles, and During the pandemic, the Starbucks have basically all been closed with simply pickup or walk through or drive through service. She still goes, and she sort of still likes the whole experience of ordering and picking up your drink at Starbucks and enjoying that drink. But she likes it a lot better when she can go down there and surf the web and do all kinds of other things, meet with other students and other friends at the Starbucks. How about a restaurant? Yes, they sell food, but much more of their sales offerings is in the experience, time spent. That's probably less for a Taco Bell, where you're most likely going to drive through, but more for a fine dining experience. And so if you go to Gaetano's Italian restaurant, they are selling food, but they're also selling a family Italian dining experience. And you need to know how to market that and how to manage that over time. From your syllabus, you'll note that we had a little quote in the syllabus from Billy Valasatis. He's one of the original partners of R&R Advertising. And what he said back in the year 2000, the turn of the century, what separates Las Vegas from other gaming jurisdictions around the country is the experience. The gambling product is the backdrop. The hotels are the backdrop. You need to put the experience forward. When a person buys an experience, they are paying for the time spent. They're paying to spend time enjoying a series of memorable events that engage the individual. Each experience is derived from the interaction of the staged event and the individual's prior state. While the experience perishes upon the staged event's conclusion, the value of the experience lingers in the mind of the individual who was engaged. Staging experiences is not about entertaining individuals, it's about engaging them, immersing them in the experience. An example of this is when you go to a particular store. If you go to Dillard's versus going to Nordstrom's, they offer clothes and they offer good service, but they offer different experiences. And the experience is based on what happens to you while you're in the store in terms of the time spent. The purpose of this course is to provide the student with a basic understanding of the design and management of experiential goods and services. Topics will include understanding and measuring the experience, identifying the core experience, design issues, management issues, issues associated with wear out, developing memorable experiences, enhancing existing experiences, and of course, marketing those experiences. In addition, students will be involved in a project that is designed to develop the skills needed to successfully manage experiences. Emphasis will be placed on developing those experiences, managing them, and adapting them over time. In summary, marketing the experience is a topic that all marketing students need to learn about. At some point in your future, what you learn in this class will help you in your career. It will provide you with information that many others who have graduated in the past 10 years do not have. It will be part of your personal competitive advantage. So once again, welcome to Experience Marketing.